Cheerleader Chueh jailed for money laundering. Zhongli's street barbecue marks 23rd year. Traffic controls for National Day light show in Taipei. Italy sees mass protests for Gaza. Political bombshell in Paris. PM Lecornu steps down. Hundreds trapped by snow on Mount Everest in Tibet. The bacteria turning waste plastic into painkillers. Musk becomes world's first half-trillionaire.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Tuesday, October 7th, World Cotton Day, and here are our top stories. In local news, cheerleader Chueh, known for having over 100,000 followers, has been sentenced to 3 months in prison and fined 30,000 NTD for money laundering. She admitted to providing her bank account to a fraud ring, which received nearly 992,000 NTD from a victim. The transfer failed due to the bank's risk control system. Thousands gathered in Taoyuan's Zhongli district for the 23rd annual Mid-Autumn Festival barbecue, with 820 groups from 18 communities joining the street party. Families enjoyed grilling, moon gazing, and performances. Mayor Zhang praised the event as a beloved tradition that strengthens neighborhood bonds. Taipei police announced traffic controls for the National Day light show near the presidential office on October 7th from 6 to 10 p.m. Roads including Kuragalan Boulevard and Chongqing South Road will be closed. The buses will be rerouted. Drivers are advised to avoid the area during the event. And in global news, in Italy, more than 2 million people took to the streets on October 3rd, joining a nationwide strike and protest in support of Gaza. Demonstrations erupted in over 100 cities, including Rome and Milan. Protesters demanded an end to Israel's military actions and urged the international community to address the humanitarian crisis. In the capital, crowds marched from the central Piazza Vittorio towards the main train station, holding Union and Palestinian flags as well as banners.
According to the Associated Press, the protests were sparked by an incident on October 1st, when the Global Sumud Flotilla attempted to break the naval blockade and deliver aid to Gaza but was intercepted by Israeli forces. The event triggered solidarity actions across Europe, with Italy hosting the largest mobilization. Several unions and civic groups organized the strike. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni criticized the protests as political, while some lawmakers openly joined the movement, adding momentum to the nationwide demonstrations. The strike caused delays and cancellations across Italy's rail network, with more limited disruptions at airports.
France is facing further political chaos after the country's latest prime minister, Sébastien Lecornu, resigned after just 26 days in the role and just 1 day after announcing his cabinet. President Emmanuel Macron accepted his resignation but did not make a statement on Monday. Lecornu had faced criticism for his ministerial choices, especially appointing former finance minister Bruno Le Maire to defense. The move leaves France's government in fresh uncertainty.
Lecornu's short-lived government faced backlash from across the political spectrum, with critics questioning his cabinet picks. While several key ministers stayed in their roles, Bruno Retailleau at Interior, Jean-Noël Barrot at Foreign Affairs, and Gérald Darmanin at Justice, the return of Bruno Le Maire sparked strong debate. Lecornu had promised to seek compromise in the divided National Assembly rather than relying on special constitutional powers to pass a budget, but his efforts ended abruptly with his resignation. The decision on how to proceed now rests with Macron, who must surely be asking himself how long this political charade can be allowed to go on.
In Tibet, hundreds of hikers have been trapped by heavy snow on a slope of Mount Everest as unusually heavy snow and rainfall pummeled the Himalayas since last Friday. Chinese state media report that more than 350 hikers have been rescued so far, while hundreds more remain stranded at high-altitude campsites. Tents have collapsed under the weight of snow, and rescue teams are working urgently to clear paths and bring people down safely.
Chinese broadcaster CCTV reported late Sunday that 350 hikers had reached a meeting point in Tingri County, while rescuers remain in contact with about 200 others still on the mountain. Earlier reports said the hikers were stranded at elevations above 4,900 meters, where tents collapsed under heavy snowfall. A hiker who managed to descend before the storm intensified described the conditions as dangerous. Hundreds of rescuers have been deployed to the area, working to open blocked routes and guide trapped hikers to safety. As of Monday, there was no immediate update on the rescue progress. The sudden storm also triggered multiple landslides and flash floods in Nepal, killing at least 47.
Earlier this year, an extraordinary new way of using waste plastic made headlines. A common bacterium was genetically engineered to eat a plastic-derived molecule and then digest it to produce the everyday painkiller paracetamol. The microbe used by Stephen Wallace, professor of chemical biotechnology at the University of Edinburgh, was E. coli. The rod-shaped bacterium is found in the intestines of humans and animals, though it is more commonly known as an unpleasant bug that can make us ill.
Professor Wallace chose it because certain non-pathogenic strains of E. coli are widely used in biotechnology and synthetic biology laboratories to test whether something might work. He says E. coli is the field's main workhorse, having also genetically engineered it in the lab to turn plastic waste into vanilla flavoring and fatberg waste from sewers into perfume. The microbe's use isn't just confined to the lab. Industrially, vats of genetically engineered E. coli act like living factories, producing a variety of products, from pharmaceuticals like insulin, vital for diabetes management, to platform chemicals used to make fuels and solvents.
Tesla boss Elon Musk has become the first person to achieve a net worth of more than $500 billion, as the value of the electric car company and his other businesses has risen this year. His net worth briefly reached $500 billion on Wednesday afternoon, New York time, before dipping slightly to just over $499 billion later in the day. Alongside Tesla, valuations of his other ventures, including the artificial intelligence startup xAI and rocket company SpaceX, have also climbed in recent months.
The milestone further cements Musk's status as the world's richest person, well ahead of rivals in the global tech sector. According to Forbes' Billionaires Index, Oracle founder Larry Ellison is the world's second richest person, with a fortune of about $350.7 billion. Ellison briefly overtook Musk last month after shares in Oracle soared by more than 40%, boosted by the firm's unexpectedly positive outlook for its cloud infrastructure business and artificial intelligence (AI) deals. Musk's wealth is closely tied to his more than 12% stake in Tesla, which has seen its shares rise sharply this year. Tesla shares closed more than 3.3% higher in New York trading on Wednesday and are now up over 20% this year.
The answer for last Friday was B, unorthodox. The scientist's unorthodox methods surprised his colleagues, but they proved effective. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Hundreds trapped by snow on Mount Everest in Tibet. Number 1, pummel. 连续猛打，殴打. Heavy snow and rainfall have pummeled the Himalayas since last Friday. Number 2, strand. 使滞留，搁浅. Hundreds of hikers remain stranded at high-altitude campsites. Number 3, trigger, 引发，触发. The sudden announcement triggered a wave of protests across the country. Next, we have a multiple-choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. World Cotton Day began in 2019. 4 African countries, Benin, Burkina Faso, Chad, and Mali, pushed for its creation. These nations, known as the Cotton Four, wanted people to better understand how important cotton is. They also wanted the world to recognize how hard life can be for the farmers who grow it. The World Trade Organization held the first event to bring together leaders, experts, and workers from around the globe. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm your host, Oceana, and I'll see you next time.